Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time to the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Nevermorians! I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's ndcd.org. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible with sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. As well as Hades and Hellfire, a dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Happy Friday, folks. I have come ski-daddling in at quite literally the last possible second to start the show on time, much to the eternal chagrin and, bother of my dear producer, Joe, who I'm eternally grateful for. I just haven't seen him in the background much, so I wasn't worried about waiting on me. Him blasting in, though, made it look good. I have a healthy breakfast of 3 to 4 golden Oreos and some Diet Mountain Dew. We're ready to rock and roll in a very mature and rational fashion, because that's the kind of quality and professionalism you've come to expect from my broadcasts. Now, let's get into the accountability. Yesterday, I did things. First of all, I kept my lovely cat Stuart, the sweet, loving, gentle little creature, that ball of purring and fur, from coming through the window and absolutely eviscerating the roofers, because we finally have my roof is intact. The fascia and things no longer look like I've taken heavy fire from whatever destroyed the next door neighbor's house. My yard is still a disaster, but it is progress, and progress has meaning. Progress has value. So, while I wait for the bill for that particular thing to happen and plot how I'm going to have to bribe my little brother for the visit Saturday to help with some plumbing issues, I managed go out to the library, and I got to hang out with the great and wonderful Grim and Churro at the same time. I know y'all are jealous. It's great to be me, and it sucks to be you. But got to do some arting, breaking in a sketch pad, working with some of my beloved Sharpie Extra Fines to get back into the rhythm a bit of things. It has been a long time since I've been able to consistently mess with traditional drawing because of fighting off the tremors and other damage. So it was very cool to have an old-fashioned day and to be working on something that wasn't a project, that wasn't an assignment, that wasn't major work ahead. It was literally just drawing to make my hand remember how it felt to have pencil on paper. I do mildly regret that wasn't a mixed media binder thing. So not the best choice for inking type things. And I have been spoiled with my digital resize button, because I tell you what, friends, there are some features that digital does make nice. I'm not even going to lie. The undo button and the being able to reshape, resize things, it's delightful. It is beautiful, and I adore it. But, gosh, it was nice to sit and just do some random art. And I took care of some advisory matters that needed to be taken care of. And what the heck? My phone just decided, though it was closed, to start playing a Facebook video. Screen was black, wasn't logged in, nothing had gone on, just decided to go. That is a crackle in the Nick field. Apparently, the Nick field has been a bit legendary. Also, if you missed it, go back and check Creatives at Play. We had a good time on there. I finally got my overhead scaffolding for the camera to actually be where it needed to be functional, which means I should finally be able to do some of those crafting videos I've wanted to do for some time. Mind you, I had to take the scaffolding because I like being able to move my hands when I talk to you. So that is indeed a thing. One moment. I am aware that this does not count as proper hydration. But on days like this, it counts as breakfast. So we're going to keep right on trucking. I have not had anything as wholesome as, my mocha infused coffee-like substance. But I hope everyone's keeping warm. I hope everyone is holding on to the future. Apparently, temperatures are to rise next Monday and for us, and are plummeting between now and then. We have a vast, let me double check, because, yep, I can't see any big fans out there. And the Great Yeti migration is still occurring. So, it knowing. What's the weather like out there? It's cold! But that's not going to stop us from what we need to do. I did not do a Nick Knows Nerf last night. I had some necessary activities that were demanded of me. So that is that. I'll do something Nerf related in the very near future. I know you guys are looking forward to some reviews. And I just scored in a birthday present to the house. A birthday present. It's a Christmas present, that is, to the house. Although this is real close to the time of year we moved down. I scored several boxes, well, a couple boxes, so like 48 new rechargeable AA batteries, which means I can have more blasters running at the same time without, causing panic. This is a beautiful thing. So that's going to be fun. I really want to try to get some footage of from the integrated camera blaster, which means I have to have Xander in the right mood to rain foam heck upon my, innocent son who is still deserving of everything. I have a lot of items. I am not a minimalist. Shock, gasp, horror, I know. And one of them I acquired simply because I was wandering Goodwill and it amused me, is this belt that is made of a chain that is looped and then threaded together. It looks really neat. Like, this is a neat art reference, and this just feels cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but it's neat, and it's actually big enough. If I really wanted to bling out, I could. So, okay, I have this belt. I was having a difference of opinion with my son yesterday. And I'm sorry, I got to keep a straight face or as best I can, which is going to be hard on this one. In the middle of the argument, he got an idea. And he reached up and he held the belt down. And he starts waving it side to side at me. And goes, I'm hypnotizing you. That's why I'm hypnotizing you, Dad. You can do what I say. Deadly serious. He's hypnotizing. All parental decorum at that moment went out the window because I thought that was the fun. That was the funniest stuff I think I've seen in years. My son holding up this shiny gold belt, going like this, going, "I'm hypnotizing you." And I'm like, "Oh, bud, I'll have to tell Uncle Carl that you tried to use the powers of hypnotizing," because Xander enunciates interestingly sometimes, and it's delightful. It really is. But yes, he attempted to use the powers of hypnosis. As assorted spellfire has not worked effectively against me either. Trying to use mojo at somebody who is the walking Nick Field. Come on, really? That's not the best decision. Oh, I have a chat. It is a... Okay, thanks for the heads up. I appreciate that. Joe is basically in digital combat against the vile bot-like entities trying to pull a Terminator 2 on my chat. And I am eternally grateful for that. Thank you, Joseph. Now, what are my plans? This is actually going to be a very busy run for me. Today will be a modified form of cleaning to get ready for my brother Ricky, and probably a Menards run or two to modify, repair, and otherwise seal up a series of misbehaving pipes that... Yes, I am the guy who keeps Flex Seal and other tapes in the house, not because I need them right now, but because I will need them. And we had a couple pipes get kind of cranky and dislocate from the sheer vibration of my son's eager bouncing. Although we did get a wonderful device that, if it doesn't break fully, is a wonderful investment. It's like a shock absorber instead of a trampoline. So he could jump and thud on it, but it minimizes the shaking of everything. Now, if this version doesn't work, I am technically in possession of a welder, and I bet I could get a leaf spring or something. Because the problem with the trampoline is my son, Xander, who is a cute little guy, is clocking in somewhere around 6 feet. And he has reached the point where we now have to special order his shoes because they're size 15. I mean, they literally come with, like, I have to register them with the state. They have to have, boat ID numbers on the side, or, I'm worried that the DNR is going to come repossess my kid. But all he has to do is step in one puddle and, we'll have the wardens all over us. I tell you, it's a thing. But we got that all set up. So I have to do cleaning, and then I have to support my brother without going downstairs to work on the project, because until the downstairs is fully cleaned and deep cleaned, I really can't. So I may be, depending on the weather, going out on some type of adventure Saturday. And I may be sitting upstairs waiting to go on a Menards run too. Not real sure. But that is the life and times of what's going on here. I'm also thinking it's desperately time for me to get some tangible Christmas decorations up, and because we could use it. Maybe throw BKM special. And I lost the name of it. It just flatlined. But BKM, Brian K. Morris, mentor, hero, and inspiration, former host of this channel, is a movie star. And he has played a wonderful role that is difficult to watch because the man can act. And seeing someone I care about in that level of distress at one point, because of course it's a heart-wrenching holiday special. And that doesn't work if it doesn't absolutely crush your soul, at one point or another. Kind of like a Hallmark movie if it didn't suck. If Hallmark didn't suck, that is. But you need to watch that. He didn't give me an ad for that. So I may have to look up the trailer and next week run it. See if there's a trailer for it. I'll bug him about that. Or somebody else who's talking to him actively right now. Bug him. Because the sooner we can get a trailer for that, the sooner I can put more promotion behind it. The man's amazing. I'm just terrible with remembering the name of things. Although I remembered the name of Orc Wars, which is important. Oh, with the K. It also has been called Dragonfire with a Y at one point to make it more confusing. But a friend of the show and wonderful gentleman, Brian Rodman, desperately needs to see that film. And anybody who sees the phrase, "I'm all out of spells, but I'm not out of shells," or is familiar with the term American Wizard, needs to really, really look into that. It is a grand time of B to C grade shenanigans. So I prattled a little longer than I want to, but I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling prattly. I know it's a talk show and I'm prattling. I don't know what to do about it. But I am just shy of 100 comments behind. So what I am going to do right now is I'm going to run an ad for Trelena's wonderful works until such time as we get a new Indie CD ad. And then I will come back and we will start popping our way through the comments, because I don't know how many of those are comments, how many of those are bot comments. We'll only know when I wade in, and I'll find out if anything interesting is going on with you lovely people. So, see you in 54 seconds. All right, we are going to pop. It just happened to come up. Watched Rose Lawn Christmas last night, and oh man, did it tear some heartstrings. Yes. Okay. Okay. And hi, Cat. I know I'm jumping way ahead, but Cat's worth jumping the line for. Now, oh my, Kick does love me. Rock and roll. See, it doesn't bother me. I don't mind scrolling past things because I've been doing this stuff enough that I've had enough absolute. Whoa, morons. I'm sorry, like, Trey is vaguely visiting Joey, and I just saw, like, the top of her head kind of materialize through the gloom. Lord, I needed that. I couldn't catch it. I had just for a second Trey looking like the spectral creature that she is, and Joe in full sweet drizzle. Okay, well, yeah, I see how you are. Jolly jokers. Anyhow, let's hit through the comments and go. Donna Carly Carlina's first. Oh, she has beaten Carl. Here to the chat, not although, we don't kink shame, we just judge a little bit. Sits as close to the electric heater and not get burnt as possible. Depending on the wind, okay? Bear with me. Depending on the wind outside. This is when people should be grilling. You set up a fire in a metal box and you hunch over it. And on that fire, you either make food, which I like, which could involve steak, which I really like, or hamburgers, which I am passionate about. And yes, I understand the order I said that. Or you make steel and metal objects to do things, which I also like, that could be sharp things, which I really like. You see, this is all good and happy. So what I need is for the wind to stop and the white stuff to stop, and maybe I'll go out and set something on fire. Anyway, I like to shout at the weather. And Foxy offers an extra fuzzy blanket. I can see all y'all piling down and getting cuddly. And sorry I am late. I was over approving Facebook posts. Thank you, Carl. I share a lot of things on the Green Room site. And for some foul reason, the Zuck has it in for me because people can have paid ads. Totally appropriate. And I share a paid ad for a well-written book about Krampus at Christmas time filling some stockings. And I get dinged by Zuck, begging your finest pardon. Okay. Hi. You are a hero. And Donna saying, hey, by the way, Donna, you asked me a question, made a request. I need to know, like normal animal version or anthropomorphic, like peopleized. So I need to know that. Foxy always looks innocent. Anyway, hi, Donna, staying warm. Doing my best, Foxy. Hope you're feeling better. You are innocent, Foxy. You haven't had a ban yet. Uh-oh. Dang. Okay. So what I will do is I will add that notice to my scroll. Thank you, Joe. And I've had a few that had to be approved, though. Okay. Yes, we hope you're all rested up. Indeed. And feel better, crowds? Especially crowds of kids are tiring. Yes. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Indeed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And, I'm going to say it. Should you be inclined, I accept money. You can pay me. and I appreciate it greatly. Anyway, I am also open for commissions. Oh my, oh my. More comments and chatters are needed, gets into Conjuring Post. That's on the list of things I have to draw. I have to draw Carl like levitating in his Conjuring Post. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. And hello! Hello, Mr. Lankard, sir. And I just had the horrible urge to acquire a medieval mug and get my laser burner out and get it set up, or get a wood burning pen or an etcher and put your name on it so that you could have a Lankard tankard. Because if you don't own a Lankard tankard, something is wrong with this universe. Nick, Grant, I'm taking the weekend off. Yes. Be non-productive. Recuperate. It's a thing. I mean, not for Joe. He physically can't. Joe is a shark in human form. He's like a shark clown. Joe is Pennywise. My brain went to Joe is Pennywise, and I'm kind of okay with that. Because that means he's related to Mary Poppins, because everyone knows Mary Poppins and Pennywise are the same species. They just feed on different emotions. And my personal hero, who is turning 100, Bert from Mary Poppins, is, or Dick Van Dyke for those who know. And yes, that is who I wanted to be when I grew up. This is how you really traumatize incompetent high school counselors, by the way. But yes. And Foxy is, oh dear Lord. Oh, second cousin twice removed. Good to know. I wonder, do you feed on annoyance? Wait a second. Wait, we have to stop because we just had Joe Lore. Joe works in IT, right? He works in IT and construction, specifically road construction. If Joe is indeed related to Pennywise, does he feed on annoyance and possibly irritation? No, I mean, this is a powerful question. I have to ponder these things because my lore gets more and more interesting as I get more and more disjointed from reality. Anyway, Foxy's tosses in some puzzle bits. Oh my. Botrix correctly joined the channel twice for the first time in history. Hey, Grant. Hello. And we have greetings. Not gonna lie, really enjoying not having to worry about conventions or Kickstarters. Didn't realize how burnt out I was. It happens to the best of us. I see Thesis got Munsey card. I pulled out for him, for you and him, Foxy. It's a balmy 32 right now. We're sitting at 22 with rapid snow coming down and mostly cloudy. It's not hard to burn out, Grant. Indeed. That's why we need times like holidays, vacations, and insanity. Also, didn't realize huge financial strain constant conventions were putting on me. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hi, Carl, Donna, Foxy, and anybody I missed. I'm still looking to find the right couple more conventions to slot in. But, LodgeCon next year. I know you guys do the HoloCon thing. I respect and I love the HoloCon thing. You know, mad love for all my HoloCon peeps. But I'm in for a 3-day open to the public, so probably 4-day for me con. Which means we're going to have to seriously redouble our efforts and get the cool stuff done. I am here for it. And greetings, and I'm not surprised, Grant, travel fees, hotels. Oh, and bots plus stock, all the stock you have to have. Holy, forgot to turn the volume down. Now safe for headphones. This morning, I did some things out of order. That happens. Gonna have to rethink things for next year. It kind of scares me how happy I was when I looked at my calendar and realized I didn't have any conventions for like 3 months. Yeah, it's balancing, and right now the world is a little odder than usual, so recalibration will be happening for a lot of people. Kat Rothermel, whom I love, rock and roll art goddess. How are you, my dear? All the love in the world. Kat, oh. Maybe you realize that I really didn't enjoy the conventions anymore. Don't know what changed. It became work. When it became a job, it stopped being fun. Indigo reminded me gently that I was forgetting something. His milk bone! He sat looking at the box, then at me, then the box. Then I got the point. Good. And hello, Josh Kemp. Any interesting things in the weather? I haven't seen... Peter, no! Turn that back off! Whoop. Did you open it back up? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Well, let's see. It's like comic books have become such an afterthought at comic conventions. There's no sense of community anymore. That is part of it. Gaming conventions can get that way too. You have to let the tide of get rich quick folks pass. So it's like for us, I think we had 6 3D printer guys. And I love 3D print folks, obviously. Joe, Rich, this stuff. But they were all using the same prints. There was nothing original. There was nothing interesting. It was all exactly the same prints. Hi, Dusty. Sir. So, I can understand feeling disconnected. Carl, the stress levers of everything. I can see that. Greetings. We got greetings, Kat. Greetings for Donna. All these conventions. Oh, you're fine. The something got in the way of the door, so I couldn't close it. These are more about getting autographs from collectors. It's not about like-minded people getting together to discuss similar interests. I have heard that a lot of people are having that issue with larger conventions, and that middle-sized conventions are actually becoming better for a lot of the, for lack of a better word, purists. And we got greetings and greetings and greetings. Autographs for collectors. We understand. Sorry you've had a rough time, Grant. And good morning from Indie CD to just about everybody, and more greetings. And it's totally understandable. I'm conventioned out too. You behaving? Joe. I'm out peopled. I think a hard thing for indie creators is getting promotion versus creating ratio right. Oh, absolutely. Ah, James Cat. Whoa. Okay. There's nothing going on outside that is that a cat. 4-wheel drive Dusty just all-terrained his way across everything. No warning. Not even a how do you do? Sir, my piles are not stable right now. You mad lad. Apparently there are plows and he wanted a private viewing. Where am I? Okay. Like I've said, promotion is part of the job, but shouldn't be the majority of the job. And that's one of the challenges I've had this year, in that I've done a lot of promotion, but I haven't gotten... I need to spend some time doing some heavy creation. Really? Joseph? Really? Still plugging away at Indie Version Pi? You're really gonna take that slice out of my show and pie? Okay, I see how it is. Also started streaming Indie CD Music channel to Twitch along with Kick. Woohoo! Neat, Joe. Got some creators. Got some messages out to a few music creators to see if they'd like to get their music added on. Yep, Nick's phone erupts in riot, and a whole bunch of garbage, and I can get past it. And hey, Joe, speaking of riots, where are Trey, Don, and Churro? Trey has been lurking and just coming out of the shadows of the indie CD, noir gradient that lurks behind Joe, hiding who knows what horrors. There may come a day where I don't look at their screens and not twitch ever since I saw Joe walk through the mirror. Like, no. Trey and Joe and their mirrored basement of wonders terrifies me. And Josh is flipping bird. I love it. I bet Dawn. Did Dawn come in? Did I miss? No, I don't. I didn't see Dawn. Looking forward to seeing the revised version of Indie CD. Is sleeping. Hey, Foxy. Okay, yep. Sorry if I'm talking too much and not making sense. I've had too much coffee. You're making perfect sense. And you're not talking too much. You are adding to the conversation. You're making valid points that are relevant to us as creatives and as business people. Keep it up. It's only supposed to be a high of 34 here, Monday low of 12 to 16. May the force be with you. And also with you. Probably Foxy slept in till 7 a.m. 3 hours later than my usual. Not a good night. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, you're fine, Grant. You're making sense, Grant. Hugs to Carl. Hi, Grant. At Grant Lankard. I've got a couple of the categories done and uploaded. There will probably be some fine-tuning later on, but right now, I just want to make sure I get all the links back up there. And now I just hear Fleetwood Mac's The Chain blaring through my head. Now, sir, what are you doing now? Sir. Are you leaving now? Okay. Odd cat. Hey, Joe, I love my cats. Good morning, Dawn. And here comes the Dawn. Shooby-dooby. Dawn is, of course, the mistress mind behind the Indie CD traveling table. And, of course, Buddy and Shoreshette, her fanciful felines. There we go. And we are back and running. Let's find where we were. Next phone ups in a riot. Okay, here we go. My phone has erupted in a riot. No? What? Yep. You behave. Did I miss some comments? Speaking of riots, where trade. Okay, we covered that because we talked about that. And those two are probably sleeping in. When it gets cold, the younger ones tend to stay in the nest, I swear. Probably Fox. Okay, we're past that. Where are people? Making sense. Hugs. Okay, now we're back. We're getting closer to where we need. And hey, Joe, morning. There, my daily reminder for the other group is up. But I will tell you people here too. If you have meds, don't forget. And birds are being exchanged. Greetings for Dawn. Love that kid. Hey, Dawn. Good job, Xander. Rasputin needs an apprentice. Oh, no. No, I don't need my son learning functional hypnotism. Dawn. And Dawn is spinning us right round, baby, right round over at Kick. I am behind on my commercials. So 10:14, we'll do a commercial, and we will be back in just a moment.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Do. And he might love me, or I will bite and scratch you. Talk about domestic abuse. Sounds like a cat. At some point, Nick, I will have to sit down with you and show you how to set up bot rigs for Kick and a few other settings that will help keeping bots to the minimum. That's cool. Whew, he's off the desk now. And, yep, your hands are safe for now. Dun, dun, dun. Joy, my bot rigs took a vacation. I need your assistance as well, not at will. I can speak. Yay. In case I can tell, I have more energy today. Good. Now I can continue my Munzie stalking online. Good thing you put Munzie in there. And Kat mentions, I watched Rose Long Christmas last night, and man, oh man, did it tear some heartstrings. Just saying. Grr, Carl. I also watched Hot Frosty. Finally. Oh my. Yeah, the BCAM scene will get you. I am not comfortable with that. Good job, Dawn. Yes, it did every time, Carl. The top of Trey's head, was she under Joe's desk? No, she was lurking above him like a specter. It just, remember, Joe is under my desk. So you're saying there's a portal from Joe's basement to your desk? That's terrifying. And, oh, that's a garbage one. Sorry, did not mean to click that. And wow. Okay, the more y'all talk about it being a tearjerker, the more you make me not want to watch it. I don't do tearjerkers. It happens. I understand. Speaking of fire, yesterday someone in our apartment set fire to...
I'm talking to Dad. Hey, I was asking him if he was about to fire someone.
I'm not firing someone. The Foxy said somebody set fire to something around their apartments that smelled bad. Okay? I couldn't get my door closed because there's something wedged and I was running out of time. Let's hope, Foxy. I mean, the house is still there. Cute. Because I can't spell that long word, which means humanizing animals. Okay, cool. Donna Nick just outed you from last night. I didn't out anything. Anthropomorphizing. Yeah, that one. Thanks. I can say it, but I couldn't spell it right either. He will beep a Richie into next week. Who's beeping a Richie? Beep Richie. No, Joe could. Makes ho appalled face. I know, right, Foxy? I'm usually good at spelling stuff. There are a few words that stump me. I hear you, Donna. I don't like tearjerkers, but knowing that a movie is one that always prepares me to watch it. I just had to watch BKM in action. He was awesome. There are a few that get to me too, Donna, and I typically avoid tearjerkers. I'm glad I'm not the only one that teared up a tad. It's BKM. It caught me off guard. Yeah, it caught me off guard too, Don, because I thought BKM was just playing an evil Santa. BCam doesn't usually cry unless Cookie tells him no more comics. Have to versus want to can make all the difference. Don says, hey, Mandan Xander.
Hi.
Okay, they say hi. I should mention that Don and I are now on level 2, just in case Dave drops by. Okay, so I'm currently fighting a sinus infection. Oh, you poor thing. I called my doctor's office and hopefully getting some meds phoned into the pharmacy. Ain't got time for that. I'm going to a funeral tomorrow. Well, you have my condolences for your loss, and yeah, you might, if you're having that kind of problem, you might want to consider a neti pot or something to mechanically clean out that particular problem. Holy Dusty, yikes! Hi, Dusty. He came in like a wrecking ball. Tornado Dusty. Yep. Hey, like that. See, it's like a scene from his house. Sorry, guys. Is Dusty Tasmanian? Dusty is a husky dog in cat form. Thanks, Carl. I needed that laugh today. Sorry it was at your expense. These things happen. Maybe you aren't going tomorrow, Cat. Happy Friday! Cat, I mean, geez, I can type. We understand. Hey, Cindy. How you doing? And hey, Cindy, almost have the new cover art for Remnant of the Stars. If it all goes well, I want to release it before New Year. Woohoo! Waves. I've got to go tomorrow. It's for my brother-in-law. Oh, I am very sorry. Accountability puzzle stream yesterday. More organizing in the bedroom in the evening during stupid o'clock. Sorry I missed your stream, Dawn. And yes, I was sleeping. Tune into this. How? You are now watching now. Dusty Butt. Find the rest of Doom Bunny. Find the rest of Doom Bunny. Okay, fine. Doom Bunny. Doom Bunny Butt. There you go. Joey, you are a saint. Yes, he is. My babies. I'm sorry, Cat. I hope you can feel some better. And I'm sorry to hear that, Cat. I wonder if Nick remembers. Yes, I do. I specialized in hypnotherapy within psychology. Very much so. And thanks, Carl and Foxy. It's for my hubby's brother. They were very close to one another. He had a heart attack while shoveling snow. He had a heart attack a few years ago as well. I am so sorry. Yikes. Snow is evil. Shoveling is the bane of the Midwesterner's existence. That's really too bad. Maybe go but wear a mask? And big stompy robots use fighting axes to check out art and tales to share with the Whisperer, keeping eyes to the skies. Go to my Amazon. You'll find some good reads. Great idea, Foxy. That way, at least not sharing. Hugs, Cat. Help Nick teach people to be safely dangerous by contributing. And I thank my contributors so much. Thanks, Dawn. Hi, Xander. Tuning into the guild tonight at 7 p.m., 8 p.m. my time. More Find Nick T's art at deviantart.com/Nick T. I need to update that. I am behind. Max Shonk. Sup? How you doing, bud? Hey, Max. Hi, Max. Hey, Max. Everyone's doing well. Doom Bunny Butt. Artwork is ordered for the loudest actions. Maybe a bit too ambitious to get that one out by New Year, but could happen. Indeed. And let's just talk about what she has going for you. It's an older one, but it's a good start. Hi, folks. Let's get back at it. And thanks, Nick, for reminding me that I have an electric neti pot. Can't believe I totally forgotten about that. Well, that, while unpleasant, it should help. Darn. Out of break. Bug y'all later. Bye, Cindy. Get some books and dragons. They say Milton Erickson could hypnotize someone by just shaking their hand and saying a few words to them. My idol. Scary amount of power. That could help some, Cat. Bye, Cindy. See you, Cindy. There are a lot of people I would like to calm down in that way. I can understand that. Am I one of them? Oh, heck no, Foxy. No, we're not about calming folks down usually around here. Sometimes we are. We're mostly about trying to get you guys motivated and agitated to take what you are doing and make it yours, to find that deep-seated passion and drive it absolutely forward. But the only way we can do that is by forcing ourselves to create and forcing ourselves to share it, and forcing ourselves to read and value the things we find. I am deeply appreciative of the people in my chat, and not as just this whole numbers thing. You guys make what I do possible and sustainable, and keep a dang near shut in like myself connected. And I don't think you all realize how important that is, because it would be very easy to kind of fuzz out into obscurity. And wow, Carl. Yeah, I'm skipping. I'm actually skipping Carl's comment just because I don't want to give some people ideas. I'd say that's later tonight. Sounds fun. I'm sure it will be. There are some things some of y'all should not be shuffling together. And if you want to know, you're going to have to dig it out of the comments yourself, because that's too there. Now I got the ban. Can't wait till I can join the green room. Well, it'll be a while, but it'll be worth it. With my situation, sometimes the interwebs is my lifesaver. Absolutely. And Max is an interesting case. Because on one level, he means can't. He has been fairly well corrupted by associating with folks like Churro. And I mean that with all the love in the world to both of them. But on the other, there is a certain innocent charm to him. I can't wait. Oh, they're gonna ruin you, and it's beautiful. They're just going to crush your soul, and I do find that delightful in all the worst ways. But what won't crush your soul, instead build you up.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphellion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hallfield. We use his music a lot, and it's very helpful to inspire and uplift. And I just want to make sure we're promoting him and some other great people. See, I went to the the cigar shop. For some reason, I was trying to turn that in Chicago. Holiday party. Lots of posh folks who didn't talk to me. Only the staff were very nice. Could not wait to leave and get back to creatives on Wednesday night. Well, I think there's a couple generations out there who did not learn. Oh, we're busy corrupting Grimm right now, but your time will come. Okay. Educating Grimm. Grimm is plenty corrupt. They just need refinement, education, direction. And you can listen to Dan Hollifield's music 24/7 on Kick and Twitch. Kick.com/IndieCDmusic or twitch.tv/IndieCD_music. Tonight in the green room, I will probably be doing my nails. So I'll pick a couple sets and let folks help me decide. Oh, that's delightful. That sounds actually quite entertaining. Cool, Foxy. Yeah, tonight is my my show, and I have to check a few more things out before I fully climb on it. And what's this? Oh, you're fine. Yeah, you're good. Whenever. Hi.
Something I just thought about with the having the music channel on Twitch now.
Uh-huh.
If you have Amazon Prime and you have it connected to your Twitch account, you do get to do one free subscription per month to a channel, and the creator still gets paid for that subscription.
I did not know that.
So if you want to be able to help out the music creators for free, and you have Amazon Prime, if you haven't already put that sub on a different channel, you can toss it on the Indie CD Music channel.
Awesome. Thank you. Wait a second. Where are we? There we are. Boink. So that is a wonderful opportunity, a wonderful source of ways you can, without any cost to you, support some of the amazing creators like Dan Hollfield. And Joe is wonderful about making sure everybody gets a cut of whatever comes in. So it's incredible of him. There are reasons why I love to support Indie CD. It's not just because a friend of mine runs it, and it's not just because it's a service we need. It's a service, and what Joe keeps using it to do is to help the most with the least outlay for everybody else. It's really a form of leverage in a world that kind of holds people back, especially musicians and a few other creative groups. So I'm very, very glad that he's doing that, and that's very cool. Let's see. This has been a PSA from Joe. Now, there is a lengthy discussion going on Foxy's nails. So we will blast past that because we are almost at the end. I learned from some insane family dad lore. Ooh, if you have tea, you know how to spill it my way, because I love me some tea. I worded that weird, but I hope it makes sense. We got you. I get what you mean. And we don't exactly corrupt them. We just teach them how to talk about creatively with panache, and some calibration, because it can be very hard when you grow up in a small pond to realize what the deeper waters are like. And one thing this group is very good at is helping folks. Oh, you have relatives from Canada and Australia. Excellent. And hello, Matt. You're coming in at the very end. Matthew Crakey is the author of his comic, The Night Slayer. And we'll run his ad. All righty. Oh, wow. You guys, we have to hold the presses. Donna Carleen, I guess I have accountability. Another Beth and Hill book will be coming out soon as the editor and I agree on a cover. And my grand's cousin has a literal mansion up in California. Cool, Max. And your editor already has a possible cover, Donna. You just need to approve it or suggest changes. Yeah, that's actually something I am going to have to probably set up. Oh, and Matthew Crakey plans to serialize his comic on Global Comics. Cool. Very cool to know. You're coming in right at the end, but I'm glad we have that nest. Do you and your editor agree on commas? Well, I mean, that she at least uses an editor. Anyway, guys, it's getting near the end. So, no! I'm going to run a couple ads. I think I'm going to wrap up because I still have some things that I need desperately to get done. So, be back in a bit. We'll hit my ads got moved around for a second, so there we go.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Alrighty. My gosh, my inbox is being bombed with just horrible levels of scams. But it's my semi-disposable account. But I keep my messages rolling because a couple of people who watch the show only communicate through sarcasm, smoke signals, and emails. So I have to always keep a track on that. Gotta run one more ad before we wrap this up.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
I'm going to hop around in this. Thanks for playing my ad. Always, dear. If there's anything I can do to be of help or support, reach out. That was quite the evil laugh that came out of me. I'm sure it was. See everyone tonight, either on the Historical Fencing Guild or the Room with High Couch. Y'all, I have a step stool. You are aware that I do indeed have a step stool. Gee, many crickets. Have a great day. I'm about to have a great... Anyway, folks, it's Friday. We got a lot to get to. So, guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating. Because as long as you do, you can edit it. You can improve it. But you cannot edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. See you tonight for the Historical Fencing Guild's live stream. A 2-2.